Hi, everybody. I just recently got started working on a couple of late 19th century books, and it occurred to me that this is a good time to maybe show how I do overcast cloth joints, which is one of several ways of reinforcing the attachment of the text block into the covers, and has a lot of advantages for books like this, where the text block is fairly sound, but everything needs to be put back together again. These obviously were originally sawn in cords, and as I say, the text blocks were in pretty good shape overall. So this is the technique that Bernard Middleton, if he didn't figure it out himself, he certainly popularized it. And as I say, it's a very useful technique to know. So the way it works is, once the boards are off, if you've got a decorated fly leaf or even a folio, you want to remove that. Obviously the spine has been cleaned off already. All the original linings are gone. And then what you do is you take a piece of book cloth, good quality book cloth, that goes without saying. And if you've done if you've done any number of Victorian books, you know that they often have black cloth joints. So this strip's about 2.5, 3 inches wide. A larger book, you might want to make it a little longer. Mort, move, come on. That's Mort. And the height of the text block. And it's tipped good side down the shoulder and maybe a couple of millimeters onto the text block. When that's dry, then you're ready to pierce the stations for the oversewing. Now, I'm going to do this in several parts because I'm old and I don't know how to edit stuff together. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to go ahead and probably have to move things a little bit here. So there's the text block ready to go. I'm going to move my phone over here a little bit so you can see Mort's tummy. Light. Okay. Nicely done. All. And as I say, these are going to be pierced about every 3/4 of an inch, starting maybe 1/4 of an inch from the inside from the top of the text block. So, and let me just do this first. This is going to be a little weird and awkward, but it is what it is. You're going to want to come down at an angle through the shoulder. All right. Now, obviously, you don't want to make these too close together. The other advantage to this this technique is that if your outermost few signatures are a little loose, close to coming off, let's say, this will consolidate that, so you don't have to go back and sew through the fold as you would if you had to pull the entire book apart. So let's see, how am I going to do this? All right. Going to come down there. I actually like to start at the far end for no good reason. A useful thing that I learned from Middleton with a class that I took from him is that hair grease makes a really nice lubricant, so that if you run works with a folder too, run your awl through your hair a little bit, especially if you haven't bathed recently, it'll help things go a little smoother. So all I'm doing is, as I say, going down. Still good? Yeah. Can you see? Sort of. I'll bring this up closer once once it's done. You can eyeball the distance, obviously, here. Now, if you have a book with narrow shoulders, it's a little trickier to do, but it's still doable. And that's the one thing you got to watch out for. Put this back in. I'm not going to stop the video because if I do, I won't be able to start it back up again. Keep going. That one went a little deep. Maybe going down a little farther than I need to here. Let me just check that and see if it's still, yeah. Hold on, things are getting cranky today. It's the heat. Okay, just a couple more. And here's the last one. And in fact, I'm going to bring this around so that you can see the angle. It's a little, actually it's a little steeper than needed to be, but that's kind of what felt right. Okay, pull this out. Bring this up so you can see a little better, hopefully. And there goes my all. And the answer is not very well. Okay. See the back. You can see where it's come through. Anyway, so that's essentially the first couple of steps in doing the overcast cloth joint. Now I'm going to turn the phone off. I'm going to go ahead and pierce the other 3 shoulders in this 2-volume set, and then I will come back and show you how the oversewing goes. So thanks a lot, and I'll be back at some point in the near future.